Hello everyone, welcome back into the Fairbanks Evening News for a Thursday night. Mike Schultz with you once again talking about the weather. It's been kind of a cloudy, gray, flurry day all day long. We're looking at those snow flurries to continue throughout the night. And even a better chance of maybe you see a little light snow by tomorrow night, but no real accumulation, but at least it's changed the weather pattern. So the cold temperatures are showing signs of slowly warming back up again. More on that later. Our photograph tonight, this is a very nice one, sent in by Bliss Veer. Ice sculpture and sunset, the ice sculpture of a bear there in the background, the beautiful sunset. And as always, if you have a photograph to share, by all means, send it to photos at ktvf11.com. Here's your almanac. Right now, our temperature 8 degrees below zero. That is the high for the day. The low last night, 22 below. Record high, 1926, got up to 45 that day. Down to 56 below in 1911, and your sunrise and sunset works out to not quite 11 and a half hours of daylight, a gain of 7 minutes from yesterday. Now the satellite picture is showing a little bit of a change. You can see the clouds and moisture slowly working their way back to the west, and some of that might work its way into the Fairbanks area by tomorrow night. That's all in association with a change in the weather pattern. Lots of rain falling across southeast Alaska, just the opposite across the rest of the western half of the state and on over the southwest. Clear to partly cloudy skies there. And you can see that on our map here. As you can see, temperatures are once again very chilly, although it is very nice across southeast Alaska, although heavy rain. 49 degrees at Ketchikan. Anchorage only 14 degrees for the high there, 18 at Kodiak. That doesn't happen very often too. And 19 degrees at Cold Bay with single digits below zero on the west coast and very chilly in Barrow, 27 below, while it's zero for the high in Fort Yukon. Lower 48 weather looks like this, and again we're talking about very quiet weather pattern for the most part. At least out to the west, things are looking pretty good there. Nice warm temperatures, 86 at Phoenix, Denver 64 degrees. Rain falling across parts of Texas and over the southeastern sections, all the way up to the eastern half of the country, then sunshine back out around the New York area. On the satellite radar, you can see why the rain is falling. Look at just straight shot right off in the Gulf of Mexico. So you know it's warm and humid down there. And that's a system that moved across the west coast earlier this week is continuing to move across the central plains, but not expected to really bring a whole lot of weather with it. Now, as far as the overall outlook for this weekend, the jet stream way up to the north, that allows all that warm air to return. A little rain possible over the northwest and still some rain possible up and down the eastern seaboard. Okay, back to Alaska for tomorrow's forecast. Looking at mostly sunny skies in Nome, clouds and cold for Barrow, and cloudy skies at Fort Yukon, 21 below at Barrow for the high. The interior will be looking at morning fog, then clouds and scattered areas of snow at Healy, Delta Junction, and Fairbanks, while over southeast Alaska, pretty nasty there. Rain and snow in Juneau and heavy rain continuing for the Ketchikan area, 50 degrees for the high there tomorrow. Over the southwest part of the state, partly cloudy skies for Cold Bay, sunny skies the rule in Bethel and also at Kodiak. And over the south central regions, looking at partly cloudy skies at Anchorage, mostly sunny skies in Homer, 1 to 3 inches of snow expected for the Valdez region. All right, time once again for our kids' weather. All this week, we've been talking with the third grade class at ICS, Immaculate Conception School. Tonight, let's hear it from the teacher.
Hello, I'm Miss Ward, and this is my third grade class here at Immaculate Conception Grade School. And we have a weather fact to share with you. Class, did you know that the largest snowflakes ever measured were in Montana in 1887? They were the size of small pizzas.
Those are big snowflakes. Again, thanks as always to Mount McKinley Bank for sponsoring our kids' weather. And next week, we're going to visit with the kids from the Northern Lights Academy. All right, it is a Thursday night, which means it's time for our road conditions. You can see the Dalton and Elliott highways, drifting snow, icy patches, and black ice. And as far as the Steeson Richardson, there's snow on the roadway, and there's a little bit of snow now down near the Delta Junction area, but icy patches all the way up and down the road there. And the Parks Highway looking at icy patches also with rough ice on the road in sections and blowing snow. Okay, as always, thanks to Jose's Body and Paint and also for the Department of Transportation for the state of Alaska for the road conditions. A weather statement to pass along. It is once again time for air quality problems. Fairbanks is moderate, North Pole unhealthy for sensitive groups. Keep your burning down to a minimum and don't burn green wood. Here's your forecast for tonight. Cold with some fog, otherwise partly cloudy. 28 below, still pretty chilly. Tomorrow's forecast, a little bit of a rally there. Morning fog, then a chance of some snow by evening. And the 5-day outlook, as you can see here, temperatures warming up very nicely, looking at 30 degrees by next Wednesday. Overnight lows will also be warming up to around 0 by actually over the weekend we're getting it down to 0 or up to 0. And then we're looking at cold temperatures getting out of the way for spring, which is next Friday. How about that?